Hello, my name is Laura. I am from 6th grade and this is my dye project. Will adding vinegar make the dye darker? Well, that's my hypothesis and that's what I tried to figure out in this experiment. Here's my background research. Vinegar is one of the many mordants available for making dye at home. Vinegar is used to produce an acid pH for acid dyes. It's also one of the best resources for dyes because it is cheap and easy to find in many places. Now for the variables. My independent variable was dye material and the material being dyed. And the dependent was the mordant. Here are the materials I used. Strawberry dye, hibiscus dye, onion skin dye, bowls, vinegar, spoons, and the measuring cup. Get your procedure. Step 1. Get your strawberries. Step 2. Cut them into small pieces using a knife. Step 3. With a fork, try to squish them a little bit until they are like a blob of strawberries. Step 4. Boil water. Step 5. Put strawberries in boiling water. Step 6. Let it cook for about 10 to 20 minutes. I mixed it while it cooked and was watching the whole time. Step 7. Remove the water from the pot and put it into a jar. Step 8. Get the strawberries that were in the pot and squeeze all the juice out of it with a panera. Step 9. Let it cool for 19 minutes. Step 10. Get what you are dyeing and leave it in the dye in a separate bowl. I use cotton discs, by the way. This is what it looks like after setting up. This is what it looks like while your object is in the dye. My qualitative observations are over here, as you can see. You may pause the video to read them if you'd like. This is the result right after the time is up. Here are my quantitative observations. You may also pause them and see them if you'd like. Hue, saturation, and brightness data. Here are my data. The saturation and brightness both have %, while the hue does not. Here is my saturation dye graph. As you can see, strawberry is in a giant lead. And for the brightness digraph, you can see hibiscus is in the lead. And for the hue digraph, you can see that hibiscus is again in the lead. Now the conclusions. To answer my original question, adding vinegar will not make the dye darker. Now, if I had to decide which had the best result, I would say hibiscus for sure. It had a very strong color and it lasted the longest because it's a dark color, so it stained the cotton more. And of course I made a few mistakes. I believe I could have measured better on my first trial, so be careful when you measure. My suggestions would be choose strong colors for your experiment and make sure to measure ingredients properly. Thank you for watching.